Well, as we showed you at the top of the newscast, there was a huge police presence at that shooting.
Dozens of Savannah police officers rushed to the scene, along with members of the SWAT team and other law enforcement.
Joining us on the phone right now to talk about that shooting call, the response to the call, is Interim Savannah Police Chief Lenny Gunther. Chief Gunther, we want to thank you for joining us.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
All right, so Chief Gunther, the call came in close to 9 o'clock this morning. Can you walk us through SPD's response? How long did it take for you to arrive and for officers to go through that building and get students to safety?
Sure. So when the first call initially came in and we were dispatched, we were able to arrive on the campus and make entry into the high school within 2 minutes. Upon our entry, what we did in collaboration with other law enforcement agencies is to clear the building and evacuate the children that were inside. That was our first and number one priority. So the first phase, we cleared the high school. We went to the rooms that were open. The doors were open. This is, of course, after determining there wasn't an active shooter on scene. We got the children out of those rooms. We then went back in to the high school and entered the rooms that were locked and the lights were out. Actually, the teachers and the children in those locked rooms did exactly what they were supposed to do by, somewhat barricading themselves in the room. So in collaboration with the Board of Education, we entered those rooms and evacuated children. So we did it in phases. It took probably about 40 minutes total to clear and then clear the building again, but came to a positive resolution.
Well, Chief, I'm wondering about that 911 call. Have you heard the call? If in fact, what's the nature of that call? Was it similar to a robocall, or what can you tell us about the call?
The only call that I heard, I haven't actually heard the call, any robocall. I heard the initial dispatch from 911 to our officers. I haven't heard the actual call that went into our 911 center. I'm just familiar with the allegation that was made in reference to a suspect being on the second floor of the high school actively shooting students.
And Chief, we have a question about a hoax like this and the response. Tina, you were talking about that.
Yes, I actually received a text message early this morning from a parent saying, what if this wasn't a hoax? We've seen so many situations, similar situations, I should say, across the country. What would the response be? Actually, there's no hesitation, I would imagine, right, Chief?
No, and you're right, Tina. This is what we train for, internally and with our law enforcement partners. We train for incidents like this. Unfortunately, today was a hoax, and, we'll work with our federal agencies to identify and prosecute this individual, whoever made this call. But, our priority today was to safeguard the lives of the children and staff, to reunite those children with their parents. But, in the event this happens again, we're going to respond just like we did today. We don't want to be in a position where, we don't respond and assume that it's a hoax.
All right.
It's not. So we will respond accordingly.
All right. Interim Chief Lenny Gunther with Savannah Police Department, thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy day, giving us some much-needed perspective on the police response today.
Thank you.